people's Keisha Prince. Today we're going to talk about, do you need to be two-footed to make it? And the answer is no. You do not need to be both-footed to make it as a professional footballer. Matter of fact, you can be as bad as your right foot is and very strong on your left foot to make it, or you can be very good with your right foot and very poor on your left foot. But I have to put it into perspective in terms of the term both-footed, because a lot of coaches and managers will say, oh, you need to be both-footed or you're weak on your... Listen, there's only a few players, and there's probably one or two players that I've seen play and as equally as strong. And when I mean equally as strong, I'm talking about dribbling, passing, controlling the ball, and that's probably Santi Cazorla and Ousmane Dembele. But Ousmane Dembele is probably the best winger I've seen ever that's able to use both foot as efficient as the other, to the point where you don't even know what his stronger foot is. But there's only about, let's say, 80%, according to studies, that 80% of players in 5 leagues are equally strong with both feet. So that shows you that not every professional footballer that you see and as good as their both foot. And we all know that. We know that Arjen Robben has got one foot. We know that Messi, yes, he can control his right foot, but he's left-footed. We know so many other players that is only predominantly right-footed. So what does that term two-footed mean? For me, when I've spoken to scouts and coaches and I'm speaking to them about players, looking at efficiency with the weaker foot, you're looking at, can I receive the ball on the back foot efficient? And those are where the term, I believe, weaker foot should come into. If you're unable to receive the ball on the back foot on your weaker foot, then that's an issue, because the ball's not always going to come to your right side if you're right-footed, or your left if you're left-footed. And I believe if you could control the ball with your left foot on your right foot in terms of on the back foot receiving it as a first touch out into space, then that is the bare minimum. When it comes to shooting and striking the ball, yes, there's players like Robin van Persie was, he got better on his right foot, and there's times where he will chop back on his left foot. I think Rivaldo was, Ballon d'Or winner, and he scored majority of his goals with his left foot. And if he wanted to bring it back on his right foot, he did a Rabona. So when you're talking about to yourself saying, I need to be strong on my left foot, you just need to be efficient on receiving the ball on the back foot as you are on the other foot. That is where the line for me should be, as you need to have that. And if you can't shoot on your left foot because you're stronger in your right foot, then it's not an issue, because there's players that's playing professional football right now that cannot shoot on their weaker foot and they're making a living. So, but what they are able to do is receive the ball on the back foot, on the weaker foot, and that is where you need to be able to have that. So I hope this makes sense and put into context when you hear the term weaker foot, and don't let coaches and scouts dupe you and say, oh, you need to be dribbling. So I see players dribbling with their left foot in around the cone and their right foot in and out of the cone. Listen, it's a waste of time, if I'll be honest with you. What you need to be able to do is receive the ball. Stuff like inside taps are very good, because it teaches your other body, your weaker foot, to receive the ball in contact in the instep, etc. So let me know in the comments what you think about this, and let's go.